Welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be sharing with you some polishes that will be available in February's Polish Pickup Shop. This month's theme is Fables and Folklore, and the shop's going to open on February 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and it'll be open through the 10th. The wish listing feature on the site always becomes available the Sunday before the shop opens, so this month that is February 2nd, and at that point you'll be able to preview all of the items, or most of them, that will be available in the shop that weekend. So what I'm sharing with you today is just like a little handful, just a glimpse of what will be available in the Polish Pickup Shop, but oh my goodness, they're gorgeous. So we'll check out live swatches of the polishes that I have to share with you, as well as a blind sniff of this month's KBShimmer Sugar Scrub, and then I'll finish up with final thoughts at the end. We're going to take a look at these in rainbow order, starting with this gorgeous minty green from Cuticula called Fairest of them all. This one is a mint crelly base with ultra chrome flakes that shift red to orange to gold to yellow to green. This one's going to be $13 and there will be no cap. So if you have used Cuticula's crelly formulas before, they are fantastic. This one was very consistent from what I've experienced previously from this brand. A little sheer on that first coat, surprised me with the buildup on the second coat, and then reached full opacity on the third, which resulted in this gorgeous squishy kind of jelly manicure. You get a lot of gorgeous pond effect from those flakes, and they are really plentiful. Like, they came out beautifully. So this is 3 coats with a glossy top coat. In 3 coats, I could see just a little bit of visible nail line. It wasn't super obvious, but I imagine if your nails are longer, then it'll be a little bit more prominent. Here's what it looks like in my studio lighting, and then here's what it looks like in lower indoor direct lighting. The sun has been kind of hit or miss lately with all of the, winter wonder. But this one was so stunning. From KBShimmer, we have Nightlight. This one is a deep black base with holographic sparkle and a magnetic pigment that shifts teal to green to blue. You'll see navy and purple, maroon, and even gold at certain angles. So on application, this one was a lot more opaque than I expected it to be. A lot of times, especially the black base magnetics can be on the sheer side, so the magnetic pigment doesn't get lost. But I think some people will be able to get away with this one in 2 coats, especially with the velvet effect. The shifts in this really were reminiscent of a galaxy. I think this is like Aurora inspired, and I totally got the vibe, especially with the holographic sparkle in here. Wearing this velvet was incredible. So here's what that looks like with a top coat. Middle and ring fingers are with a 30-pound magnet velvetized, and pointer and pinky are with the cat eye magnet. This is in some direct lighting inside, natural lighting, and this one was just incredibly shifty. I will say that the magnetic pigment felt like a little heavier, so I would recommend if you get this one, give it a good shake before you put it on to help it be a little bit more sensitive to the magnet, but it was stunning. And then here's what it looks like unmagnetized. It just kind of looks like a multi-chrome with some holographic in there, also very shifty and super beautiful. And then I also got some late afternoon kind of evening sun. So here is what it looks like there. My preferred way to wear this one actually is with a cat eye magnet, because I like revealing that gorgeous holographic, but it is so beautiful with the velvet effect too. Up next, we have this gorgeous magnetic from Sassy Sauce. This is a breath of fresh air. It is a pink to copper to gold shifting multi-chrome magnetic, which leaves behind a twinkling blue to green reflective glitter in the background when magnetized. It's going to be $13 and capped at 500 bottles. This polish is incredible. It's so complex. It does have a sheerer base, just again to not hide all of the magic that is happening pigment wise, but seriously, there's so much going on between the blue and green sparkle, the magnetic pigment, which is like a purpley pink, it's a lot. This one, I really don't think you can go wrong, either velvetized or cat eye magnet. My preference was velvet effect, but again, when you use that cat eye magnet, you get to see those blue and green flakies just a little bit better, or reflective glitters a little bit better. So here's what it looks like indoors in some indirect lighting. Again, middle and ring fingers have the 30-pound magnet using the velvet style, and pointer and pinky are with the cat eye effect. I found this magnetic pigment to be extremely reactive. It was super easy to work with, and again, very consistent with Sassy Sauce's magnetic formula. If you're a fan of working with their magnetics, I sure am, you are going to love this. And then here's what it looks like in my studio lighting. You can see all of the described shifts. It shifts through so many colors. Purple, pink, copper, gold, and then the blue and the green in the background, and then the base is like a black. Oh, it's so interesting. And some indirect indoor lighting here. The magnetic pigment was also very shiny. I love that. And if you're wondering, on my thumb is what it looks like unmagnetized. Again, you just kind of get a shifty multi-chrome with some reflective sparkle in there. And next we have a brand new maker to the channel. Welcome, Moonshine Manny. So excited to be sharing her polish with you. This month she is offering Qinglong, apologies for the pronunciation, and it's described as being a pale indigo holographic flare with green to teal violet shimmer. This one is going to be $13.50 and has a really low cap of 200 bottles. This has a really sheer kind of ethereal light formula. I'm going to show you what it looks like as a topper as well, but in my opinion, it built up beautifully in 3 coats. That is how I would wear it. At 3 coats, maybe if I was looking for it, I could pick out a little bit of visible nail line, but overall, it was pretty opaque for me. And it kind of fit the vibe of this polish, the light ethereal feel. The holographic on this is wild, and the shimmer is fabulous. Here's what it looks like inside in the sunlight. You can see the shifts from green to blue to like a purple in the shimmer, and against that lightly tinted purple base, it's just so pretty. The shimmer is also really glowy in lower indirect lighting. Oh my gosh, like it speaks for itself. This one actually came in after I filmed the intro and outro, so I didn't get to include it in like my favorites, but I would say this one is also a standout and a must-have in my opinion this month. The holographic is just too beautiful, and the shimmer is glorious. So here's what it looks like swatched in 1 coat over a dark gray cream. It is beautiful as a topper as well. Love the versatility. This month, Cellic Chroma is bringing us Twisted and Bedsheets, and this one's a gorgeous orchid purple with a shimmery matte finish. This is going to be $13.50, and there will be no cap. So the shimmer, the sparkle, like sometimes it looks like a gold twinkle, other times it looks like, well, I mean it is, a very delicate, dainty holographic. I'm going to show you what it looks like dried down matte, because it is a matte polish, but also what it looks like glossy. I am a little bit anti-matte. I can't tell you the last time I wore a mattified manicure, but this one has my heart. You all, the formula was incredible. Look how it dries down. It's so good. And like the delicate holographic in there, it kind of gives it like a stone-like finish. And this color is just, it is what I need. This dreary, cold January. So on my pointer and middle is what it looks like dried down matte, a gorgeous flat matte finish. And then on my ring and pinky, I have a glossy top coat. That was sunlight. This is studio lighting, just because it was late afternoon sun again. But how pretty is this one? I can't decide how I like it better. This is indirect lighting. Gorgeous in 3 coats, perfect formula, and just a beautiful color. Up next, we have Bee's Knees Lacquer's offering. They are bringing us Gwishin. Again, I apologize for the pronunciation. This is a sheer gossamer grayish with large particle cobalt, microflake shimmer, and matte black flakes. It's going to be $13.50, and there will be no cap on this one. So heavy emphasis on the sheerness of the base. When this was on my nails, I didn't get any of the base color that I saw in the bottle. There wasn't really a gray tint or lean, which again makes this a fabulous topper. I'll show you how that looks. But here's how it looks. 3 coats build up on its own with no base coat. Wow. For the first time in a while, this is a sheer polish I would totally wear on its own. I loved the blue flakes. They are incredibly glowy, and the black flakes in there too just provide a lot of dimension. It's like your nails but glowy and edgier. It's so fun. And then here's what it looks like in 1 coat over that same dark gray cream. Again, that blue flake, it just has my heart. And then the black, I love a black flaky always. And then here's what it looks like in some indirect indoor lighting. Beautiful. No words. Gorgeous as a topper, and 3 coats on its own. I think I'm going to put it in my topper drawer, but I could totally see myself layering this as like a jelly sandwich. Yes. And the final polish I have to share with you before we look at KBShimmer Sugar Scrub comes from Bluebird Lacquer, and it's called It Bears Repeating. This one's described as being a shimmer that shifts a pale pink to lime to yellow. It has hollow flakes and pink metallic flakes. This one's going to be $13, and it'll be capped at 400 bottles, which I feel like is a super low cap. So this one almost has like a clear base, but it is jam-packed with flakes. The hollow flakes, the shifting shimmer, it almost looks to me like it has iridescent flakes, although that's not in the description. And because it's so jam-packed, it built up beautifully for me in 2 coats. I can maybe pick out a little bit of visible nail line now that I'm looking at the video, but in person it was not noticeable. So I'd say 2 to 3 coats depending on your application and nail length. So here's what it looks like in some direct sunlight while I'm indoors. That shifty shimmer is so dang shiny. Look. Like it almost has like a metallic pastel multi-chrome kind of feel with how brilliant and just reflective it is. And in direct sunlight, it's also so beautiful. I recently wore a Bluebird Lacquer Skittle with some similar polishes, and a lot of you were sad you missed out on them because they were limited edition. Grab this one, it reminds me of those a lot. So this month's Sugar Scrub is in the scent Spring Blooms. It's gonna be $11 for this almost 10-ounce jar, which is a great deal, and there will be no cap as usual on this product. So a little bit about KBShimmer Sugar Scrubs if you're not familiar with them. I do receive them in PR, but I have purchased many a sugar scrub from KBShimmer. They are my absolute favorite. They have like the perfect amount of grittiness to where like it's getting the job done. Like they will exfoliate, but they don't feel like they're scratching your skin up. There's lots of nourishing ingredients in here that make your skin feel moisturized after you use this product. They have olive oil, castor seed oil, cocoa seed butter, as well as shea butter to help moisturize. I keep one by my sink and in my shower at all times. I actually used one last night. It was the sangria one. Oh, so good. And they just make my skin feel so soft. I love using them on my hands, around my nails as part of my manicure routine. I also use them as part of my pedicure routine and on my legs before I shave. So they're a great multi-use product. The smell is pretty much always spot on to what's described, and I'll say most of the time I really enjoy the scent. I have not smelled this one yet. It is still in its protective seal, but I will tell you based on the name, I'll be surprised if I like this one. I know myself, I'm not a floral scent person. I really like bakery scents. Fresh and clean is up my alley, but floral, I don't usually like them. So I'm gonna give this one the first sniff. You're gonna get to experience it with me and give you all my thoughts and then tell you the notes. Also, do you like what I did there with the coordination? Okay, let's open it up. Okay, interesting. I don't hate it. I really thought I would hate it. Like floral scents, like seriously, it's almost like to the point where it's a repulsive thing. Like I just cannot. But this smells pretty good. Like I don't know if I would even know without looking at the label that it was a floral scent. Like it's slightly sweet, but there are some earthy tones in there as well. So it doesn't scream floral. I like this. Okay, so let's look at the notes. It says it has notes of wild lavender. I love lavender. After just saying I really don't like floral scents. Lavender is like the exception. It's also got sweet apple notes. Love that. A touch of lemon as well as sandalwood and amber. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm wrong. I really did think I wasn't gonna like this, but I do like lavender scented products. And I should have guessed this has lavender because it's on the label. But now that I smell it, it smells like lavender. I can kind of pick up on those fruitier notes, but not a lot, honestly. I get more of those earthy, like amber sandalwood, but pretty much like mostly lavender. That's so interesting. Okay, well, I'll be keeping this. I just can't believe I didn't smell it and instantly get lavender, especially with the hints on the label. But anyway, if you are someone who likes lavender scents, I imagine this is one that you will really enjoy. It's got that kind of soothing, relaxing, restful quality, which I'm all about. This might be the next one that goes on my sink because I tend to exfoliate and then do like a heavy moisturizer right before bed. But this one would be perfect to like cozy up. It doesn't necessarily give me like springtime. I enjoy lavender anytime. So very surprised and excited about this scent. Okay, favorites. I'm having a really hard time. Like the KBShimmer and Sassy sauce, we all know I love a good magnetic. So those are up there. The Cellic Chroma purple is just the most delightful, happy kind of color. It like reminds me that spring is coming, so I adore that. And even the Bee's Knees Lacquer, like as a topper, I really liked it. The blue flakes just glow. But I have to say, my top pick out of all of them, if I could only choose one, it would be the Cuticula. Yeah, fairest of them all. As soon as I unboxed it, I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna love it, because they've come out with 2 or 3 really similar shades here lately, and they've both been favorites. One was one they released on their site. It has a white base with these multi-chrome flakes. And then the other one was maybe like a light purple, I think, as part of their Halloween trio. I loved both of those. And I like turquoise so much. So this color combo is just, it is perfect. And the formula on this one was just ridiculous. So if you can only pick one and you want to know which one I would grab, it would be this one. But honestly, you can't go wrong this month. All the shades were beautiful. So that's what I have to share with you in this month's Polish Pickup Shop. Let me know down in the comments all of your thoughts. Are you going to be grabbing any of these shades? Are you excited for this theme? I want to know everything. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!